Welcome to an interesting Alpha Magnus. Not so much a review. Oh no, it's not going to work. But it is definitely a. Keep it low. Definitely going over some stuff here. I've been meaning to do end of line videos, meaning that when a line ends, I do the entire line. I did one for Ghostbusters maybe about a year ago. And it did okay, but because who knows if we're going to get any more of those plasma series. I was really hoping for some real Ghostbusters versions, but for whatever reason, Hasbro thinks that we just want the retro ones, which, mind you, I own a bunch of the retro ones, but I kind of want new ones as well. So for this, I'm setting up my little station here. This is the Grayskull Mania. I have two of each of these. So this is the. Gotta move that for a second. This is the main Grayskull Mania ring. I also have an additional one that does not have the sticker on it. That one I am painting into an Eternia ring because I have problems. So what I'm doing with this one's going to be the basic Grayskull assortment. I found this, which is like the best option I could find. So this is a 3-tiered shelf. I got it at a discount store. I'm sure you could find them elsewhere. Just measuring one and getting one that fits into this is not an easy task. I've actually bought multiple, and this is probably the best that I've found. So on that, things may change here and there. This is 100% just whatever. I'm going to start putting the figures in here based off of, I guess, popularity first, and then some other things. I'm not 100% sure that I like all these. They did come with these, which are next to useless, so I'm going to stick those underneath. Never use those. First up, let's go with this one. This one was the Ultimate Warrior. Not really sure he's based off of anything Masters of the Universe. He's kind of just a guy with a cloak. Maybe King Randor. I don't think so, but this was one of the more uninspired ones. I feel like at this point, the people who are making the line just kind of gave up. They probably had other stuff that they're supposed to be working on. So he's going to go back here in obscurity. Then we've got, who else? This Rey Mysterio is another one, but I think I'm going to save him for the Eternia section, just because he looks more like he's old-timey Eternia. He, of course, is based off of Stratos, but the other version, which I prefer, is this one. Yet again, another repaint that we did not need. A new figure of any sort would have been better than these repaints. Because, I mean, these were hard enough to get to begin with, and then to have to hunt down a repaint just so that I am 100% on the line, so that's something to be said. But I do like the Rey Mysterio figure. I just didn't like that repaint. And I don't really like him as a wrestler to get him to take up some of my front space. I'm more of an 80s wrestler person. So those, of course, are going to be the ones that are further up front, because that makes sense. Let's see. I also like to put the bigger guys in the back. And let's see who we got here. We got Mr. T. He is a weird mix of, he's got some Randor, he's got some Fisto, and some Jitsu. So I don't know what we want to put him under. I believe Mr. T was a baby face, as they call them. So I'm going to keep him in the regular line. for now. If I'm wrong, please call me out in the comments. I appreciate being told I'm wrong and not just going off of whatever. Another more uninspiring one was this. This was Wondar, as Seth Rollins. He did come with a flaming sword for some reason. That may be something to do with the wrestling. Just didn't really like this one. So he's going to go down here as well on the sidelines. Now, I will say the sidelines are one thing, but I do put some of the ones I like better up front. So that should be noted, because the next one is actually one that I really love. It is the Manny Faces, but A New Day, which is a trio of wrestlers, and it has all three of them there. This is actually one of my favorite figures from the line, but he's still going to go up front. He is one of the more prominent ones, so I'll be seeing him more often. Them more often, I guess. I actually really like that figure. It's a fun little nod there. We've got a couple of these actually. Probably should try to keep them separate. We got this guy. We got John Cena. I have two of them because I purchased two of the rings. This one has a messed up head, so that one's probably going to go aside. I might make an Ernest figure out of that later. Who knows? But here's both of his things. I do keep these locked up with these kind of, because they like to fall off. This line was very strangely put together. Where the heck did that orange one go? I literally just had an orange thing for him. We're gonna put him here for now. I do like him. I gotta find the of these stands. I don't know what happened to the orange one that I literally had for Cena. Going blind. All right. So another one that I'm going to put in the back, because although he is an awesome dude, his parts get lost fairly easily, and he's not really easy. They did this. It's kind of like a Man-at-Arms version of Sergeant Slaughter. Actually, it's one of the better figures in the line, but he was a late line addition. Don't really know why they paid for the likeness rights and then had like 2 minutes of this figure being on the shelf. I don't even think this one was on the shelf ever, so I never saw it. I give up on trying to find that orange one, so wherever it went, it's going to be there forever. You know. So we're going to put John Cena on a yellow one. These are I printed out from Thingiverse years ago, and I don't think they're even available anymore. I don't know what was going on with that, but for some reason they got taken down from Thingiverse. There are some other people who offer options as well. There. One of the ones I liked a lot, actually, is this guy. They did a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with, what would this be? Not Terror Claws. Dragon Blaster, that's what it is. Skeletor. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be a babyface. It's been a while. I never really was huge into that. I was more of a Macho Man guy at the time. And even when he was a bad guy, the Macho Man was my dude. So we're going to stick him right here. Oh, you know what? I think I had to put him over here because he kept falling down because that dragon is huge. So we're just going to stick him back over here. He's not one of the less liked ones. It's just your dragon, bro. Yum. Alright. This is the other part, is that when I take these out, I lose like half the parts on the ground, which is always a joy. This one was one of the late round ones. China as a She-Ra. It's okay, but she's like the shortest of them all, which kind of annoys me. I mean, I guess she wasn't the tallest wrestler comparatively to some of the other guys, but Alright. There's China. Now, there he is. I was like, where did he go? This is slippery little widget. So we've got Roman Reigns here. Pretty sure he's supposed to be a bad guy. He looks like it. My bad guy shelf is way too overloaded, so we're going to keep him in the back here for the time being. Let's see. Stick him there. We go. Much better. Now, normally I would have put this guy in on the front-ish area. This is Goldberg as Ram Man. In the back, he's too tall. So I tried that last time and it did not work very well, but I do like this one. So we got kind of the He-Man, Ram Man, etc. This is where things start getting difficult for me. Because as much as I love all these, you gotta make some choices. Now this is one of the ones that I did not really like. I like to call it the Thunder Punch He-Man variant, because he came with electrical stuff. This was The Rock, and it was called the most electrifying wrestler in WWE Eternia. Say what you will about it. I would rather have been Stondar or Rock-On. That would have made more sense. I think everybody agrees that. Whatever. We're beyond it. You know what? I got the perfect one for Cena, now that I think about it. I just found a clear one. Because you cannot even see him. There we go. Up front, we're going to have this version of He-Man, which is, I like to call it He-Mania. One of the guys from Instagram, I'll have to tag him. He does he's the one who kind of sparked this whole thing, and then they gave him 0 credit, so that's cool. Thanks, Mattel. But this is like a battle damaged He-Man, I think, is what it's supposed to go after. But I love the Hoganism here. Although he is not a great person anymore, he was a funny dude to watch. Now, arguably my favorite wrestler here is going to be the Macho Man. The Macho Man. Yeah! So we got the Macho Man at Arms, who kind of has like a battle damaged He-Man as well. I'm trying to remember what that armor's from. Yeah. Anyway, he has the Man at Arms stuff there and the legs. So we do have 2 Man at Arms guys. They were kind of playing this loosey-goosey when they're making this line. And then finally, for the hero side here, we're going to go with this guy. This is the Rowdy Piper that they made. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I like Rowdy Piper. So, so we're putting my 3 favorite wrestlers here pretty much on the good guys side anyway. There are plenty more to be done on the bad guy side, but I think we have wrapped this video up. I have many more to do, so let's consider this part 1 of the WWE Eternia line. And this might change too. By the next video I might decide. Also, let me know if I'm wrong on any of these, because if some of these guys should be on the Horde or Skeletor side, let me know. This is kind of a work in progress. That's the thing too, is that they gave some of the good guys bad guy weapons, like Fisto over there with Mr. T, or is he a bad guy and I'm supposed to have him? I know they switch sides all the time too, so that doesn't help. Some of the other things that I would like to bring up. Now, I do have an extra one of these. As I said, I do also have, I think, an extra Terror Claws Triple H. So I'm probably going to either be selling these guys or doing customs of them. Customs are more likely because I like customizing stuff. In fact, one of the ones that I did was right here. So this is Mechaneck as the Honky Tonk Man, the Honka-Neck Man, as I like to call him. And the reason why I did this is because guitars have long necks. Like, literally, that's it. So that's my justification for this. I just took the Honky Tonk Man figure and gave him a long neck with the Mechaneck armor, and that's it. So this guy will be going probably in another shelf later. I might swap him out for one of these other guys too. You never know. And then the next custom I'm going to do is this. I got me an extra Orko, and he's going to be Mean Gene Orkoland. Luckily, one of the other figures from the next line, which is these guys, they have a regular line of figures. This line, actually, he came with, Ric Flair came with that. I think I'm going to do Ric Flair and Prince Adam colors, because I kind of like that. He does have that robe, and I have an extra Prince Adam as well. So Mean Gene Orkoland will be coming up soon. If you have any ideas, drop them here, because this is going to be an interesting ride for me to do a whole bunch of customs. And then I will go over the next line. Like, see it again, Junkyard Dog. He's got a spike ore. I got a whole bunch of these. Oh, and I forgot about this one. I need more space. Check out some of my previous videos if you want to check out any of the WWE line. It is currently available and out. I love all of these figures, but unfortunately, some of them are going to have to take some priority. That's why I bought an extra set of, here's the original Ultimate Warrior. That's why I bought an extra set of these, because, I don't know who this goes to. Because I do not have enough space in one shelf to hold them all, and I have extras that I want to make, so we're going to be going through and doing all that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you got any ideas for featuring the line. Please go off of ones that they have heads for already. Like, I got a Papa Shango, and already have an Undertaker, but I might do something with that too. The real big one, the next one I'm going to probably do is I got an NWO Hogan, and I'm going to be putting some Horde armor on him. So that's going to be fun. Till next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. These are toys.